and it really takes a village to create something like this, and hence we rely so much on our partners. I see people streaming in. That's really exciting. So thank you so much, Shannon. You know, you've always been such a great supporter of us, always just been such an amazing woman, superwoman who can do so many things. I have so much admiration for you. But I thought that I would just share my screen. If Helena, could you just make me co-host so I can share my screen and tell you a little bit more about She Loves Tech? Okay.
Yep, already done. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Fantastic. So as people are streaming in, welcome everyone to the She Loves Tech Global Startup Competition for Thailand 2020. This is the second time that we are doing She Loves Tech in Thailand together with Shannon and the Gobi team. And we're so excited this year also to be doing Vietnam tomorrow with Gobi Ventures. So I thought that I would just start by doing a bit of introduction for those who don't know, a little bit about She Loves Tech. So my name is Leanne Robers. I'm the co-founder of She Loves Tech, and together with my other two co-founders, Virginia Tan and Ria C, we are now, and we're so proud to be saying this, we are now the world's largest startup competition for women in technology. One of the reasons why we created this in 2015 was because we were seeing such amazing women building the most amazing technologies. But when we would go to startup competitions, you know, very few times would we see a woman. Here and there, we may say one or two women pitching, but it was predominantly men. And because we knew that there were just amazing women who were just building the most phenomenal technologies, we really wanted to give them a global stage, to give them a stage and the limelight that they truly deserve. So we started She Loves Tech in 2015, and now this is our 6th year of doing She Loves Tech. We strongly believe that without women, we are unable to solve the greatest challenges. The innovation and technologies built by and for women are truly important, and I would really like to thank every single one who has applied to She Loves Tech Thailand this year, and so looking forward to hearing these wonderful pitches from our finalists in a little bit. So at She Loves Tech, we really do a few things. We create a global ecosystem for women in technology, but our real aim is to champion the best entrepreneurs through education and mentorship. We really want to help women-led, women impact startups to take their startup to the next level. And so far, I mentioned that this is our 6th year. Now is the very first time that we are in all 6 continents. Well, 6 minus Antarctica, right? So I always say that until Lady Penguins learn how to build business decks and business plans, then finally we'll be in all continents. But this year we are having She Loves Tech, and we're operating in over 30 international locations. And we're so excited to be opening ones like Vietnam this year. We have had over 2,000 global startups be part of She Loves Tech. And actually, I'm so proud to announce that our startups post She Loves Tech have raised more than 150 million USD in funding. And we're really seeing how initiatives like She Loves Tech are closing the gap and really getting more women funded in the startup tech space. So these are some of the countries that we are in this year. In ASEAN, we are in 7 out of 10 countries. So we're so excited to be having Gobi as our regional partner for ASEAN. So this is what She Loves Tech is. You know, we are primarily known for our startup competition, which everyone here is part of. And at the end of this competition, it culminates in our international conference where we invite some of the world's best speakers to this conference. In the past, we've had people like Leslie Go, the CTO of the World Bank Group, and she was the very first CTO and a woman to be the Chief Technology Officer for the World Bank Group. We've had, last year, we've had William Lee, who is the founder of NEO. He's also known as the Elon Musk of China. We've had people like Jane Sun, who is also on our board of She Loves Tech. And she is the CEO of Ctrip and Trip.com. We've had wonderful, wonderful judges for our global startup competition, including people like Tim Draper. And we really are providing startups with tailored curriculum, really customized curriculum to address some of the unique challenges that women and technology face building up these tech businesses. So we're so happy to have all of you here, and we're really excited to take you to the next level. So I really wanted to thank Gobi. Without you, we would not be able to do this. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Plawan, and to the whole entire Gobi Partners team. You've done so much for She Loves Tech and supported us in so many ways. Helping us open up Thailand, you know, last year, and Vietnam this year, and being our regional partner. If you haven't already seen some of the amazing workshops that have been coming out of Gobi Partners, please do go to their social media, subscribe on their website, and they have the most phenomenal guests. And as you can see in a bit, Shannon will be introducing our guest judges. You can see just their reach and just their community. Their network is really unparalleled. So thank you so much. I also just really wanted to quickly talk about some of the prizes and what's going to happen next for the winner. So for starters, everybody who will be pitching today in the Thailand finals will receive USD $10,000 in AWS Activate credits. This is going to be valid for 2 years. AWS is also so kind to provide 1 year of AWS business support and 80 credits for AWS self-paced labs. Amazon Web Services, for those of you who don't know, they provide startups with low cost, easy to use infrastructure needed to scale and to grow any size business. So AWS Activate specifically is a program with resources designed to help startups get started on AWS. Also, everybody pitching here will also be able to receive 30% off E27 Pro membership. The winner of the Thailand round will be receiving a media feature on E27. They will also be advancing and representing Thailand for our finals. Last year, we had Mint, who was so wonderful and really wowed everybody. She was a brand new mom, and she brought, I think, her 5-month-old baby to Beijing for our finals. Just so amazing. Like, she had so much energy and contribution, even though she was a brand new mom, and really such a brilliant business as well. She's done so well. So I'm so excited to see who the next representative for Thailand will be. So you'll be advancing as well and joining us in our full week-long bootcamp. Unfortunately, this year, you know, we have to have everything virtual because of COVID-19. But nonetheless, because of this, we can actually get more inspiring mentors and speakers and experts in. So we are really dedicated to make this the most worthwhile and exciting bootcamp, even though it's going to be virtual. So this was going to happen in November. and it's going to end in our global finals and our international conference, where we're just about to announce. And I'm so excited because we have really the most amazing speakers. I'm so excited once we can finally announce them to the public, and we will keep everybody updated. If you aren't already, please follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So the winner, the global winner, will receive USD 15,000 equity-free cash prize, and we're actually still in the midst of getting more and more prizes. The winner will also be have a lot of different funding opportunities from our partner VCs. We'll have special mentorship prizes with world experts, including people like Chris Schroeder, including people like the head of the Rockefeller Foundation. So we're really excited to have you. So I'm just going to very, very quickly show you a video for last year so that you kind of get a feel about what our conference and our global finals look like.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to She Loves Tech 2019. You are now a part of the largest women in tech startup competition in the world.
Over 80% of our 70,000 teachers are female, and I just feel fortunate that I'm working with them every day. Today, they are working on this innovative technology platform. The moms, now they feel so happy with this global teaching service that they're able to obtain on the VIP Kid platform.
在很多女性的创业者身上看到很多的闪光的地方，这是不是一个好的创业者？他其实是男性、女性没有关系的，也不要去贴这样的标签。每个时代都会有自己的创业公司，只不过它用不同的形式在。其实今天需要你不光是有自己一个 truly believe 的想法，有一个 vision， 你还得有 step by step 每件事情都做到对的这样的一个执行力。
And over back to you, Shannon. Everybody, good luck. Good luck later. We're so excited to hear you pitch.
Thanks so much, Leah. And we are, and thank you for all the kind things you said about Gobi. Speaking of which, Eat Labs mentor last year is here in the office. That's Paul Ark. He's now an advisor to Gobi. So
you guys have the best people.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so lucky. Okay, so on to the show. I'm sure everybody's waiting for this. So let me just give you some stats and also introduce the judges in a second. So this year overall, we have a total of 87 applicants between Thailand and Vietnam. Of that, 10 finalists, we had to choose 10 finalists for Thailand. We have, actually the quality of the startups that we saw this year were really fascinating, and we had to go through quite a bit of work to weave through all of that. So we have two, which is on the future of work. One, which is a fintech crowdsourcing for clean tech. 4 that are health. 1 for preterm births. AI health insights, healthcare marketplace, and organic biodegradable sanitary napkins. 1 VR ed tech. 1 COVID sanitation robots. And 1 which is a garment marketplace platform. So a lot of different types of industries, which is great because it really shatters the stereotypes that the only thing women know how to do is like makeup and beauty. And so that's really fascinating to see. The other thing is we have a great composition. So as you guys know, Gender Lens is actually not just all about women entrepreneurs, but also businesses that support women in general in terms of products and services. So we also have 8 female founders pitching this year and 2 male founders. Hey, diversity. So and that's for today. I will get to a lot of the thank yous because like Leanne said, it does take a village to put these things together. Really briefly, we have had 11 webinars. Actually, JJ, you want to show me the slides? Okay, so we've had 11 webinars, 4 workshops, 7 panels. I will actually get into everybody's thank you here from the different panels. I mean, we have a total of 55 people that helped into this entire competition. Next slide, please. Let me introduce the judges. So as I go along, maybe you guys can say hi. And then if you guys, and again, one thing about She Loves Tech is it's why we like it so much is it's not really all about the prize. I mean, the prize is great, but it's actual real relationships that you get to build with the judges at hand, as well as the mentors that you're paired with, as well as all the people that are on the panels and the workshops as well, and all the ambassadors that we work with as well. So I hope that people who have applied, even if you got in or didn't, or the winners here, the winner from here, or the finalists on the short list, do actually get to take advantage of this platform, Thailand as well as regional. So I hope that you guys do see value in that. So let me get to, actually it might be really good if you guys can have a 1 minute on what you guys do, judges, so people understand, why they should go to you. I'll kick off with Nat from Beacon Capital.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nadia from Beacon Venture Capital. So our fund invests across the board from seed to late stage companies, from fintech to consumer technology to enterprise software. And I particularly like to work with companies that work with enterprise because that's where I can help communicating and collaboration between the startup and the banks and other enterprise.
Perfect, thanks Nat. And that's Nat from Beacon Capital. Let's go to Krista from Expara.
Hi everyone, I'm Krista from Expara. So I'm the principal at Expara Thailand. We're an early stage venture capital fund headquarters in Singapore, and currently Expara Thailand is also the trust manager of the Government Savings Bank and Stock Exchange of Thailand, like SME private equity trust fund. So we invest in companies from pre-seed to Series A, and right now our focus for the Thailand fund is on Thai startups.
Perfect, thank you. Jane from KT Ventures, please.
Hi, I'm Jane from KT Ventures from Krungthai Bank. We are focusing in any technology that helps to digitize SME in Thailand. We interested in investing in any stage of the startup. Good to see you all.
Thank you. Neeranuch from True Digital Park.
Hi everyone, so I'm Fai from True Digital Park. So my role at True Digital Park is I connect with the startup, corporate, and also the VC that can work together and how they can support each other. So there is not like a very specific area or startup field that I'm interested in. It just depends on the potential that how they can grow. Yeah, so good luck today.
Thank you, guys. And we're about diversity. So Matt Windsor from Openspace.
Hey guys, nice to meet you all. I'm Matt from Openspace. We are a Singapore-based venture capital fund. We specialize in Series A, Series B deals across the region, and we are sector agnostic. So nice to meet you all as well.
And thank you, Matt. And Nadia from Gobi, Indonesia. Well, Gobi, Southeast Asia, but Nadia.
Hi everyone, so I'm Nadia from Gobi Partners. I'm actually based out of Indonesia. We are Pan Asia VC doing early to late stage companies in all Asia Pacific.
Cool, thank you. So if anybody wants their email addresses, we'll make sure we connect that later as per with you guys' permission, of course. Okay, so thank you guys. Again, we have so many people to thank. I would like to thank people at the end, but before we can go on, quickly thank the sponsors who made this possible. So AWS, TechSauce, who's our media sponsor as well, True Digital Park, and the Hive Bangkok. Right after, so the pitches will be, we have 10 pitching for 5 minutes each. It's a pre-recorded pitch, then a live 3-minute Q&A with the judges. After that, the judges will deliberate, but we have a highlight, which is Kunok, CEO of SEA, or formerly known as Garina, who will be talking about embracing change. Then again, like I said, the judges will deliberate, and then we'll be announcing the winner. So it's about 2 hours today, so hang tight. I think maybe an hour and a half by now. So good luck, all the startups. See you in a bit. And Blawan, who is our MC for today, I hand it over to you.
Hi everyone, so I'm Blawan from Gobi Partner. I'm going to be moderating, MC, and also timekeeping for today. So before setting on, good luck everyone. We are about to start now. So without further ado, can we have our first contestant? I would like to invite Daywork up onto stage. So Daywork team, please open your mic and camera and make a simple brief introduction for yourself.
Hello. Hi everyone. My name is Fai, CEO of Daywork, and let's see my video pitch. Thank you.
Hi, I am Fai, CEO and co-founder of Daywork, the on-demand ready-to-work young army. Back a few years ago, I started working in HR industry. Since then, I have worked and got familiar with various group of students, and it has brought me a story of this girl. She is Fa. She left her hometown with lots of expense to pursue her study in Bangkok, and sadly, her family couldn't support all of her costs. So, working part-time jobs seemed to be the best solution for making her life better and easier. Certainly, she is not the only one who faced this problem. From 2 million students, there are 64% or around 1.3 million of them seeking part-time job to get an extra pay too. And meanwhile, many businesses are facing workforce management challenges. They have to set a good balance between their workforce and existing job to provide their base services without spending too much on hiring costs. And plus, with uncertain situation these days, having too many full-time employees causes the lack of flexibility in the workplace. So this is the perfect match. Daywork is a platform where the employment can happen between a student like Fa in a role finding part-time job to do apart from the studying, and companies that are seeking someone to work in some period of time. And we focus on 3 main principles: fast, flexible hiring, and richer information. As I said, fast and flexible hiring are our absolute priority with fully support. Daywork's platform is designed with the aim for helping people access to the job on real time. Once the job request was sent from the company, the app will broadcast a job to nearby user, and then they can apply the preferable job, wait for the confirmation, and go to work. In addition, all the employment information such as the job position, experiences, and the companies that workers used to work for will automatically record on the Daywork system. So we can assure you that data bank is accurate and reliable. Also, there are the scoring and review of the candidates for the employer to review before select someone to work. And as you see, 1.4 billion annually refer to the estimate amount of the part-time employment value in-service businesses in Thailand, which is our first focus on the market. And according to the global trend, the number of gig workers continue to increase. So I believe this is the perfect time to run this business to help people. And now we have more than 60,000 people in our platform, and we have created job opportunities more than 20,000 paid jobs, and 82% of job provided had successfully matched. That means our people have earned over 450,000 US dollars from working with Daywork. And our business model is an on-demand payment. We charge 15% on top of the wage that comes from the actual hiring without any upfront cost. And compare with other competitors, they will provide a specific group of workforce, so it's pretty good for us to select a job is suitable for our people, and that's the reason why we can reach the high rate of success matching. And they will also provide non-skill needed job because we would like to give the opportunity for any student who wants to start making money by themselves. And about the team, first me, CEO, I had an experience about student community builder for HR tech company, and CTO, he has the experiences about software development for life. And the last one, CEO, he's take care of UX design of the Daywork app, and we also have the 16 team members. They will have invested by true strategic investor from QQ and Titarang Outsourcing. First, Kun Jo Rangsan, he is our technology and strategy advisor. And the second one, Kun Pakasit. His company is the outsourcing, so he can be our sales and the strategy advisor too. Thank you.
Hi, okay, thank you very much for the video. Now we will enter the Q&A session. Each team will get 3 minutes Q&A. So judges, maybe we can start from Kun Jane ka.
Okay. Why do you focus on the student who finding the like part-time jobs? Is there any reason behind?
Yes. Okay. Because I think that the student or the young workers is the first group of people that who going to be the main workforce of the country. So if we can catch this group of people, we can catch the workforce before the other platform.
The pain points of the business owner actually is if they don't finding the people on the platform, they just make a call to someone who know that a person who finding the part-time job, right? And the biggest problem is that the commitment of the staff, that if they commit that tomorrow they're gonna come to work, but they just disappear, and the business owner cannot contact that staff on call or any communications. Is that, and how is your platform gonna solve that problem?
Okay. First of all, Daywork has the replacement for the workers that who's no show on the workday, and second of all, we record all of the leave or no show information, so they cannot accept or apply any Daywork anymore.
Thank you, Kun Jane. Can we have the next judges? Kun Nat, do you have any comment?
So I'm wondering what type of jobs are there for the student and how do you find the supply for those jobs?
Sorry again.
What type of jobs are there that want students to be the workers, and how do you find, you know, more jobs for the students to do?
Okay, do you mean how do I get the supply side and the demand side, right?
The supply side, and I'm wondering what type of jobs would be on your platform.
Okay, for the supply side, first we focus in the SEO or the online marketing, because we study the behavior of the student, that they searching for the job. And another way that we connect to the university around the Thailand to promote and correct the student from that university too. And for the job in the platform, we also focus in the SEO or online marketing, because HR always find the part-time staff by posting on the some website in the by searching on the Google. And another way, we have the direct sale to the companies.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. Any of other judge has other comments? We have, the time is actually up, but maybe one more question.
I have a question. So like, what's the average success fee that you collect? And also what's your current match rate for success of like matching the workers with the corporate?
Like the amount of the student that we send to the company, right?
Is your success fee based on the amount of students that you send to the company, or the amount of the students that the company actually hires?
The biggest project that I used to send to the company, around more than 100 people.
But they hired they hired all 100 people, or?
Yep.
Okay, and what's the average fee that you normally get from your platform?
The average around 20 to 30 per project.
20 to 30 students, or 20 to 30
students?
Okay, what's that in monetary value?
The money or the hiring cost?
Yeah, the money that you get, like the revenue that you generated.
Actually, they spend around 500 per day per person. Yep,
So
and
your
this
is based on the daily rate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Daywork and the judges. If I can move on to the next teams, can we have Energy Asset up on stage to introduce yourself, open the camera and say hi to everyone, please?
Hello, can you hear me? Kumplawan. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Raf, co-founder of Energy Assets or Energy Bank. Unfortunately, Kunpornpen, our female co-founder, has some personal matters today, so here I am. And we are part FinTech, Clean Tech, as in clean energy, and this is Energy Bank pitch.
Hello, my name is Raf. Energy Bank is an investment platform for clean energy. We are now in 2020, where renewable can actually beat fossil fuel. But there are still problems. One, clean energy is still not the main energy source. Two, business owners don't have funds to invest on their own solar rooftops, meaning clean energy is not funded as much as it should be. Three, normal people like us never get a chance to fund in them. Usually these kinds of projects are only funded by government or energy titan companies. All these need to stop now. Our solution is to make an investment platform where anyone can invest, make money, and fund clean energy projects sustainably while helping businesses. With our Sunbank projects, this is how it works. First, we list an actual project from actual rooftop to the platform. Anyone can search, review, and invest in it. The investment starts from 1 kilowatt of solar, or about 25,000 Thai baht. After this project is 100% funded, we take a few months to complete installation. Now, let's see the electric bill for the roof owner, how it's like. Before solar, annual bill is 6.7 million. Then, after solar operated, the electric bill will look like this. Business owner will pay total of 2 bills, but 200,000 is saved, and we bring that second bill payback to all investors every month for 12 years. Business model in 5 years. We are confident to reach 1,500 megawatts of solar, meaning 1.2 billion US dollar of investments will generate 2 billion over 12 years with 14 million of monthly recurring revenue of energy saving payback to all the investors. Energy Bank will then take 5% fee on every transaction. Everybody wins, and we all get to make our little blue planet stays blue. Now, this is the current market in 2020. Renewable energy worldwide, $1 trillion. Solar worldwide, 3 billion. Solar in Thailand, more than 3 billion US dollar, and keep growing. For competition, no clean energy investment in other platform. For traditional solar company, nothing new. 2 other kinds of investment, we consider Sunbank projects, low risk and stable returns. Our position is very clear with average IRR about 11% over 10 to 12 years. Why Energy Bank? We are the first project-based investment platform in Asia. 100% purely clean energy, and we are the best team that know how to execute. This is the founding team of Energy Bank. Myself, Raf, with experience in clean tech, Kunponpen as CFO, highly skilled in project finance, Kunaisun as CIO, as he actually developed more than 500 million US dollar worth of solar projects before. Our roadmap, we plan to launch our first project very soon, then get platform ready, SEC approved, then grow to other countries with 1.2 billion US dollar revenue in 5 years. First of all, we'd like to thank She Loves Tech for this opportunity today, as we will launch with the first project soon. All early adopters are welcome to the investment for clean energy. Any collaboration that can help us grow more clean energy would be appreciated. Lastly, the others say we will be 50% renewable by 2050. Well, we say let's make renewable 100% while helping businesses to reduce energy costs with CO2-free energy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Energy Bank. So now let's move on to the Q&A sessions. Matt, if you would like to start.
Yes, please. Just a question on the traction slide. So you were saying you wanted to get to $1.2 billion in revenue in 5 years. Can we talk a bit more about how you want to get there? Like that's quite a lot of revenue. So, yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Matt.
Yep.
For the roadmap for revenue of $1.2 billion is actually, if you can go to the, okay, roadmap, thanks. In 5 years, meaning we need to get about 1,500 megawatts of solar. So that means at the current investment value, it's 1.2 billion of investment to make all these roadmap solar in 5 years. So yeah, that is the number that we are expecting. And how to get it is that we built since year 1 on our roadmap here, and with the business plan that we have, which is quite new, not quite new. We are the first one here. So the business plan is actually a win-win situation for business owner as well, and for investors. We just need to make it happen. And this is all pure clean energy and very attractive payback.
My second question is, so you were saying you want to give your investors like a 12% IRR, right? Or something along those lines. How does your company actually make revenue? Are you taking like a take rate? Do you take a fee? I think I missed the revenue model slide.
Okay. JJ, if you could go to the business model page, thank you. Exactly. We take 5% on every transaction, including the investment upfront itself. And with this much of investment, there will be monthly energy saving payback to all the investors every month. So again, we take 5% from that MRR as well. And for one project, the lifetime of investment is about 12 years. And after 12 years, meaning from year 13, the business owner will have 100% ownership of the solar rooftop, which is attractive for business owner. We transfer all the ownership to them. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Any other questions?
Do we have any other questions?
I do. So do you need any type of government license or support to conduct the business or retain, is it a monopoly status for doing this?
Okay, JJ, if you could please go to page 6. Thank you. As you can see here in Thailand, basically business owner, we have to pay to utility, right? But for solar roof business, there is actually a business model where anyone can make the solar rooftop. They call it behind the meter transaction. Basically, you make your own small solar power plant and consume them, and not pushing any energy back to the utility or to the transmission line. So that is totally legal. And of course, there are some process or documents that needs to be done, but everything was done for more than about 4 or 5 years already. So it is totally legit, and it is a running business that existed in all over Southeast Asia.
But then how do you distribute the electricity to the customer's house?
Okay, we plan to focus on business owners because they pay a lot of money every month. And basically, we installed and we put another electrical meter, same as your utility meter on your house, but we put another meter that measure only the energy that come from solar rooftop. So we use that energy to build the business owner, and of course with some attractive discount rate. As this page you can see, we give 10% discount from solar meter. It's like you install your own solar rooftop and you pay less to the utility. It's the same principle, but this is for business.
Right, got it. Thank you very much, judges and Energy Asset. If I can move on to our third startups, can we have Milu Labs on stage? Please introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Matthew Badalucco, the co-founder of Milu Labs, and here's our presentation.
Hi, I'm Matthew Badalucco, and I'm the co-founder and CFO of Milu Labs. We're developing the most advanced technologies in women's health. This is a preterm baby. This is the reason we're doing everything we can to fight preterm birth. If you only remember one item from this whole presentation, I hope it's these three numbers: 10, 30, and 5. 10% of all births globally end preterm. 30% of all infant deaths occur because of preterm birth. And according to the World Health Organization, preterm birth is the leading underlying cause of death of children 5 years old and younger. The problems of preterm birth don't even just end at birth. They cause long-term health consequences. Cognitively, the children of preterm birth are at higher risk of mathematical disabilities, reading disabilities, executive planning problems. And psychologically, they're at elevated risk of bipolar disorder, depression, and non-affective psychosis. Those are the public health problems, but economically, the costs are just as grave. Every day, an infant is in the neonatal intensive care unit. The healthcare system spends between $5,000 to $10,000. In the US alone, that's a market opportunity of $21 billion. So before we go into the solution that we've devised, let's review a few of the basics of pregnancy. A typical pregnancy lasts for 40 weeks. A preterm pregnancy occurs as late as week 39. But for treatment to be effective, it needs to start at between week 16 to week 18. And this is where the status quo fails us. Current technologies are just too late in the process to be clinically meaningful. That is until now. That's our solution to know your preterm risk score. All that's required from the woman is a standard blood test. The sample is sent to a lab, we conduct our analysis, and in 2 days, we know whether or not she's at an elevated risk of preterm birth. Crucially, this is done at the regularly scheduled 10-week perinatal appointment. No extra doctor's visits are needed. Also crucial is the fact that it's totally non-invasive. We don't need amniotic fluid. This in no way increases the risk of the pregnancy. So far, the data shows that we're doing the right thing. Our studies have been featured in top US medical journals. And the data also shows that our test is superior to other technology still in development. Technology that's being worked on at Stanford, at UC San Francisco, they're still used too late in the pregnancy to be clinically meaningful. Our partners are fantastic. We're working with Dr. Thomas McElrath at Harvard Medical School as our primary investigator. We have an agreement with Thermo Fisher, a $100 billion medical instrumentation company, to devise testing protocols. And we're working with Fudan University's Little Red House Hospital that sees over 10,000 births per year. Our team's the team for the job. We have executives with experience across diagnostics, healthcare investments, and healthcare operations. Our scientific advisory board is just as impressive. We're working with individuals affiliated with Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and UT. What's our ask? We need capital to continue to make progress. We need to work with partners in hospitals, the government, and corporates. And we need to onboard more staff. So if you can help me with any of these things, let's talk after the meeting. There's one more thing you can remember. It's this last number, 300,000. 1 million infants die every year because of preterm birth. The current care pathway for preterm birth is effective 30% of the time. We can save up to 300,000 children every year. So let's do it. Join us in building Asia's leading women's health company, and let's save some lives.
Thank you very much. Now, we have a question for that. All right. Should we start with Nadia? Hi, Nadia.
Maybe I can start first, so on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. How much would one of these kits cost, Matthew, like to test your risk level?
So right now, we're estimating that the ultimate price to consumers would be between $200 to $500. That would decline over time as our manufacturing becomes more effective.
I see. And your team is based in Singapore, or I don't really see it being a Thai team, right? It's more Asian or like a regional based team, or are you guys?
Yeah, great question. So we're looking at Thailand to be the epicenter of our Southeast Asia expansion strategy. As of right now, I'm the only person here, but we're looking to make a few hires. The rest of our team is located in both China and in America.
I see. And how much capital are you looking to raise this time?
Right now, we'd like to raise between $5 to $10 million.
Okay. And it's like is it a pre-Series A? Are you guys still pre-revenue? Or are you guys like starting to commercialize already?
That's an excellent question. So this would be the first close of our Series A. We've already done a seed round from a major VC in Korea. And I think it's important to note that in this industry, unit economics, distribution, commercialization, that's of secondary or even tertiary importance. If you look at the number or the percentage of biotech companies that IPO'd last year in America, literally none of them had revenue, not even profits, I mean, no revenue. Just last week, Illumina made an acquisition of Grail, which does cancer diagnostics from blood tests, $7.1 billion. Grail has no revenue. That's just the nature of this industry. And that's why I didn't spend any time talking about business model, because value is determined by the strength of the science.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Hi, what is your stage right now, and what is your traction so far?
So our stage right now, we've done a seed round, and our traction.
I mean product. I mean about the product, the stage of the product.
Yeah. So JJ, if we can go to the slide with the 4 different medical journals. No, I think it's slide. No, keep going down a little. 12. So right now we've conducted this test in over almost 500 patients, and we've done more than 4 different studies. So our traction scientifically is very strong, and we're going to use the proceeds to continue to collect data so that we can apply for commercialization.
So how long does it take from now to commercialize?
So we're expecting our first revenue to be realized, let's say, first half of next year via something called LDT, Laboratory Design Test. And in the interim, that will help us collect even more data, and then we'll apply for mainstream approval in the year after that.
I see. Thank you.
Hi, I have a question. So, like, have you filed any intellectual property, and like, do you have are you ISO certified, or if you have any regulatory approvals prior to like this round that you're raising right now, or like in between the current round and the previous round?
Yeah, cool. So we have filed for quite a few different patents internationally in the US and in several different Asian countries. As far as regulatory approval is concerned, again, we're a seed stage company, so we're driving towards that.
Okay, did you file for a provisional or a PCT?
Mostly provisional patents.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Milu Labs, can I have Tockto on stage, please?
Hello, my name is Palanan, a co-founder of Tockto.
Hello, I'm Palanan from Tockto. Tockto is a language learning app that lets you learn languages with native speakers in immersive lessons. Learning languages is hard. We learn languages for years, but still cannot speak well, especially for Thai people such as myself. I learned English for more than 10 years in classroom, but I'm still afraid to start a conversation. However, my Chinese is better. 大家好，你看，我会说中文很流利。Because after my graduation, I went to work in China for 3 months, so I have a chance to practice speaking immersively. But not everyone can do that. For some people, they cannot afford the class at all. This is why I want to work on this problem, so everyone can learn languages immersively everywhere. To be more specific, the problem is that it is hard to find local native speakers to talk to, and not everyone can afford to travel to learn a language. The best way to find native speakers is to go about or hire tutors, but they are expensive. Using apps and online courses can be cheaper, but they are not immersive at all. That's why we see the need of something new that is both immersive and affordable. This is our solution, the all-in-one immersive video lesson.
你好，我叫星云。
You can practice listening to native speakers, do grammar exercises, and practice speaking virtually.
你好，我叫山姆。
你好，我叫山姆。
It's just like they are in front of you. These are feedback from our MVP and early users. Most users found immersive lessons very interesting and engaging so much. Some of them have volunteered to help us create content in their languages. The global online language learning market size is $10 billion and growing 10% every year, especially in Asia Pacific. So this year, we will focus on Japanese, Chinese, Thai, and business English. The biggest language learning app is Duolingo, which is a unicorn startup valued at $1.5 billion. But it's unlikely for them to provide video lessons since the bandwidth cost is not feasible for their free forever model. Other smaller players like Memrise are experimenting with immersive lessons. However, Users are not opening Memrise looking to talk, but they will open Tockto to talk to native speakers. Our team, I myself, have 10 years of experiences in teaching Chinese. Wittayatanaseth is a serial edtech entrepreneur who have co-founded a profitable online course platform in Thailand with over 100 million baht in revenue per year. Also, we have a full-time team of developer, designer, and marketer. Our business model is freemium. Free user can only access daily conversation once a day. Then they can buy a single course for $50. However, if they don't want to pay such amount, they can just subscribe for $10 a month and get access to all courses just like Netflix. For marketing, we can acquire organic users by creating or sponsoring language learning contents. But the main volume of sales will be from paid installation campaigns. We are raising $300,000 to create content for 4 languages. We are projecting 600,000 installations. So with 20% retention, we are expecting 120,000 monthly active users. And with 2% conversion rate, we expect the annual recurring revenue to be about $200,000 in the first year. Thank you. Tockto, learn languages like a local.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Can we have the judges, please? Krungthai, if you want to start this one.
Okay. I have a question that, so what's your plan to acquire new customers? I saw that there is a budget that you do for marketing, but how are you gonna do that?
For new customer or user. Okay, because could you please go to slide. Slide 13. For new customer, we will use ad for ad installation. So the user will come from this way, and moreover, we will creating and sponsoring content for YouTuber. So we will
Is there any other channel or any means that you're gonna use to find more demand for your platform?
Mm-hmm. That is a good question. As I think from the advertisement, from two ways, we will gain more customer from these 2 ways.
Okay, got it.
Hi, Pat. I have a question. So what's your plan to actually get a recurring revenue from this?
Recurring revenue. That is a good question. About marketing. Now I can. Okay. We will go to subscription slide 12. Because first we will get free user, but they only access the daily conversation once a day, and then when they pay more and more, one day they will turn to be subscribers, and they will pay $10 a month. That is why we get a recurring revenue.
Oh, but is there like a minimum length of the contract for like the subscription, like minimum of a year, 2 years, 6 months?
Okay. On the right side, the subscription, you will see that we are $10 per month. And if they subscribe for 6 months, it's about $8 per month. And if they subscribe 12 months or a year, it will be $7 a month.
Okay, thanks, Pat.
Can I ask, how long is one course? How long does it usually take for the customer to check one course?
Okay, for one course, okay. Pawan, could you please open slide 16? Our courses is equal to one traditional books. It's about 5.5 hours for a course.
One course is 5.5 hours. So that means usually the students would not spend more than a month, right? So I would assume that they would choose a subscription model for 1 month, which is only $10 to do one course rather than paying the $50 subscription model.
But because we will have more than one course, we will have beginner, intermediate, advanced, and for test, for business, something like this. So they can pay more and more.
And since it's using videos, does it work with phones that are not smartphones and area with low internet bandwidth?
Yes. About this, we can partner with organizations, and we will make it preloaded device if it can in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all the questions. Thank you, Tockto, and the judges as well. Next up, can we have SewSwag to introduce themselves and then start the pitch?
Hi, I'm Sonia from SewSwag. Can you open the video pitch? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are SewSwag, a one-stop garment platform. SewSwag, a B2B platform that provides service for SME to meet the local manufacturers. Let's meet our friend Prim. Her dream is not to become a popular brand owner who explore a new market, new unique style with affordable price. But the reality is she couldn't find a factory that accept her requested design with a small order. And that is a big problem for many starters who want to first tasting market. Which color that customer like, which design that they love, how do they know? And we can say that this problem is not happen to Prim only. 65% want to start their own brands within 2 years, 45% don't know where to find a sewing service, and 70% want to produce in few order for first tasting market. And this is a problem that we found from the seeker. 1, they couldn't find the nearest manufacturers who will provide them the cheaper price. 2, they couldn't track the production process, the important part for the seekers to plan their stock effectively. And 3, they also received the unfair market price, and that's why SewSwag was born. We are providing 3 solutions to help all seekers. 1, matching online with local and specialized manufacturers. 2, manage production through our simple dashboard. And with the forecasting tool, it will help the seeker to forecast their inventory in advance. And 3, get quote with the standard price based on the location rate. And do you know that with Thailand alone, there are more than 2,500 brands. We spend more than 24 billion baht just to put the product into the market. And our team plans to capture at least 10% of the newcomers, which is worth 13 million baht within 2021. And right now, we have more than 100 people that are interested in our platform and sign up with us to our landing page. However, 6 of them couldn't wait for the platform and decided to use our service and become our first 6 brands who are willing to provide us all feedback from their experience. And of course, one of them is Prim, my friend who has a dream to become a popular fashion brand. And here, some insight from our customer. They also want to have the 3D model as an extra service for their first testing market. And for the social impact, we also help to distribute jobs to the local manufacturers in Thailand. And in addition, if the big factories are lacking of the laborers, we can provide them a short-term labor for them as well. And here, how we capture the customer. Step 1, we will advertise to social media and online marketing, following with the building inspiration, gallery and marketplace, workshop and training, and fashion event, and with the milestone in every stage. And here, why we are different from others. We are providing 1, marketplace, pattern database, and the most important one is the location base. Here, this is our revenue. We will collect 10% per transaction and we'll collect some fee from the related product advertisement in our platform. And in the future, we will provide them the free channel with the transaction fee for the seeker to show their product, and we'll charge for extra service to build the 3D pattern as well. And for our financial protection, within the 3rd year, we will achieve at least 5 million baht with accumulated around 230 users. So we will break even within 1 year and 3 months. Here, my team that we're proud of. We have 4 members in our team with unique skills and experience. We have 2 developers, 1 designers, and 1 business who develop this project together. And our members have experience in garment industry for more than 10 years. And don't forget, we are SewSwag, a one-stop garment platform who will fix all the problems for the seekers. And with your support today, we will leverage our product to globalization. Thank you. Yes, so any questions from the judges?
How would you prevent leakage between like a customer who would contact the manufacturer on their own after they've already got the contact after their first meet through your platform?
Okay, so can you show the screen and can you show the slide, please? Let me explain about this. Our revenue stream, we will collect 10% per transaction after the brand owner pay to us, and then can you like down? Yeah, a little bit down. Yeah, down. Yes, the revenue stream on the 18. 17, thank you. So as you can see, the seeker will find the manufacturers who want to produce that product and then send all the details. But the seeker will pay the cost. Will pay the money to us, and we will be the middleman to collect the money. And the manufacturer, after the manufacturer send the product to the seeker, we will and the seeker will be confirmed the product is it okay. So we will send the money back to the manufacturers. So right now, to prevent the backdoor, we are the middleman to contact, so the seeker will not know who the supplier, who are the manufacturers that we use, and also we delivery by ourselves at the first stage. So right now they didn't know that which factories or the manufacturers that they use. So this is the first step that we prevent the backlog.
Okay, thank you.
What is your, I have a question. What is your plan to build the supplier pool? Because in reality, I mean, the supplier with a good quality and the reasonable price, they will have a long, long order in the pipeline. So how what is your plan to build your supplier?
Okay, so to ensure the qualities, we have two-way verification. One, verification from the user. So we will listen all the feedback that they give to us, and two, our quality control check by ourselves. We will collaborate with vocational training center to be our manufacturers. The vocational training center is the place where to train people from no skills to the skills or the manufacturers in Thailand. And moreover, we will verify fabric sellers who will always check the product from their communities. Since we focusing on the local manufacturers, so in the village, they also have the fabric seller. So before sending to us, they have to approve by them. And another one, we will send the people to check the quality in their communities every month. This is how we ensure the qualities from the SewSwag.
Thank you.
Why do you think that 10% per transaction would be would work? Because these sellers and manufacturers, they're operating in a very thin margin space. So why do you think that they are willing to pay 10% more for your platform?
Actually, we have 6 customers that don't have didn't mind about the 10% because we provide the prices very low from the average because we are the location based, so we can provide it much cheaper than they can. For example, they found that the t-shirt like have a doing a screen like this, and just for 10 piece or 20 piece, the average of the marketplace, they cost around like 200 or 300 baht, but we can provide them like 100 baht or 150 baht with the minimum order. So they how do they like avoid like pay only 10%?
Does that generally work? I mean, in terms of like finding manufacturers who are in the same location with the seeker, does it work majority of the time? Because I would envision the factories will be quite far away from the seekers. So how do you ensure that the price is optimal for the users and lower than the market rate?
You mean the average of the cost? First of all, we have to say that we didn't want our platform to be like very dump up the price, because we are not fighting with the cutting the price zone, but we are providing platform and the other like the forecasting tools and other stuff to make sure that the qualities and people to come with us to the platform. So we can provide at least the average price based on the location range. So to ensure that the both manufacturers and the both brands owner will satisfy with the price.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Next up, can we have Joey Doctor, please?
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Emily. I am Joey, CEO and co-founder. This is my pitch video. Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Emily. I am CEO and co-founder of Joey Doctor. Joey Doctor is reducing human error and efficiently health reporting. In 2021, Asian healthcare spending in medical device market is around 8 billion US dollar. And health reporting is a tool that connects hospital to everyone, and it is necessary for every single hospital. When hospitals serve med checkup, it takes 30 days for re-entering, analyzing, and rechecking the complicated health data by 5 people in order to report the health insight to the end user. Still, error may exist after many audits, and the final results is difficult to understand. This is a real story. There are the human error health results that reach out to the end user. So the hospital has to be responsible for that mistake by paying compensation for the corporate. This is the reason why Joey born. Joey was born for solving this problem. Joey assists the medical team analyzing the complicated health data, reduce the processing time from 30 days down to 1 day with pinpoint accuracy. And the whole process is free up from 5 people down to 1 to get this task done. Furthermore, Joey translates the doctor language into everyday speaking language. And this result is easy to understand, tailored for individual, and more trackable for each update. Joey provides medical record and seamlessly connect to the hospital information system by data collection. Joey is the AI model using expert system algorithm and AI deep learning in order to interpret, analyze, and recommend the health results. And the Joey cover over 300 lab items, including X-ray and EKG results. And Joey generate 5 types of health report, like medical certificate, booklet, or overall health insight of the corporate. And Joey aim to early detect NCD, the #1 killer of the world, in order to personalize health monitoring and recommendation. Now, Joey is the fastest health reporting tool with pinpoint accuracy and data-driven health insight and recommendation. Since we implemented with the first hospital in December 2019, we sell to another hospital in May 2020. Now 10,000 users get the report from Joey, and 3 hospitals from 11 in principal healthcare network, and 2 hospitals from 22 in Gram network already connect to Joey, and total hospital is 6 hospitals now that pay for Joey with 3-year contract with 0 acquisition costs. Joey get the money from subscription model, and the next phase, the Joey will get the revenue sharing from the Joey app, that is the NCD monitoring and recommendation system. For the team, I am an occupational med doctor with 8 years experience in healthcare business. Our CTO with 16 years experience in Boeing Company USA, and our CIO, his research is about AI in healthcare. And now Joey aggressively build their own version of the product with differentiated feature, and the medical team so happy to have Joey in their hospital. So I want to deliver this value to the other hospital, and the end user will be happy and will be healthier when they have a Joey. So today, Joey need pre-Series A funding, $1 million USD for maximize the technology and to be the market leadership. If you guys see the same future, join Joey journey today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Judges, Should we start with Matt, maybe? Or Krista?
Yeah, sure. I can start with me. What is the total revenue market size for Thailand? So you were saying that on average you charge 75,000 to 300,000 per hospital, right? How many hospitals are there in total in Thailand? And like, for example, I feel like BDMS and these big chains, they probably have their own system, right? So I guess how big do you see the Thai market being? Yeah.
In Thailand, there are 1,300 hospitals. For the private hospital is 300 hospitals. In BDMS, there are 50 hospitals in the BDMS network. Every single hospital or every hospital can develop their apps, but the differentiate of the Joey is like the AI for translate interpretation, the lab results. Normally when you go to the hospital, you get the lab results and you get the medical record. That is the app that developed by the hospital, but normally I think hospital don't develop the translate the lab.
I see. So you think that your solution is actually not overlapping with what the hospitals will do themselves, right?
Yes. Every single hospital can develop their own app that present their health record, but in the health record, it's like a health results, in the lab results, or X-ray results. But the thing that Joey do is like a processing tool that convert lab results to the everyday speaking language. That's we use the AI and we prove from 6,000 health record.
Okay.
So it's from 6,000 health data.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
So I think in the future, we can sell the app, and we can, if the hospital already have own app, we can sell the processor that called Joey.
Got it.
I saw on your fundraising slide that you're raising 1 million. Can you tell me how you derived to the pre-money valuation at 9 million?
Okay. I need. You mean that the valuation is?
Yeah, because you wrote that it's 1 million for 10% equity. It means your pre-money valuation is at 9 million. I want to know how you derived to that number.
Actually, I would say that this is a number that I think no evidence. I mean that I can't imagine that how the traction or the revenue cannot say that, cannot represent this number, but this is a number that I think is from our expertise and our differentiation feature, like the health data from Joey is from the hospital. I mean that I think this is the value of a connection and the like valuable of health data that we got, or reliable health data that we got from the hospital. So I don't know exactly why this number. It's the number that I think can expand our business in the future, but I'm not sure exactly for how this number comes.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
What is your traction today? So like, how much revenue are you currently making this year, and how much will you forecast to make in 2021?
Now we already connect to 6 hospitals. We sell for each hospital about 150K baht. So revenue is about 750K baht in this year until now. But actually the Joey app we implement with the first hospital is the hospital that have the problem of they report the human error result to the end user. So we co-develop with the first hospital that we implement, and we sell to another hospital since May 2020. So from May
until now is 4 months. And by the end of 2021, I aim to join about 100 hospitals for health reporting system. And in the next phase, or if I got the money to invest for the technology, I will invest for the monitoring system, monitoring and recommendation system. And this is another revenue model that I will get from the hospital, because the hospital, we already connect API and we already reporting the health results. But if, so it is like we detect the NCD patients or NCD risk person. So I want these people to join our program and we got revenue sharing from the hospital.
Hi, thank you very much, Joey Doctor. Can we have Ira Concept up the stage, please?
The judges and the mentors, and she loves tech. So here's my pitch. We're Ira, here to revolutionize the feminine hygiene market with our range of accessible and eco-friendly products. Everyone gets caught off guard by their period, usually at the worst time and place. This incredibly stressful experience is best shown in Stephen King's horror story, Carrie. It's about a girl who got her period unexpectedly in school in front of all her friends. And when this kind of thing happens, most people will improvise and rush to the store. But when you get to the store, this is what you see. This confusing aisle is why women would grab any pads and go. And that's exactly what these brands want, because truth is, they rarely list ingredients and its purpose. Not surprising, since these pads are made purely out of chemicals and synthetic fibers. One pad equals 4 plastic bags and takes up to 800 years to disintegrate. Your other options? menstrual cups and reusable cloths, which doesn't fit with our lifestyle and require tremendous behavioral changes. What I've spoken about can be summarized into 2 problems. Sanitary pads are not available where we need them most, such as schools or offices, and there's limited eco-friendly option for pads. That's where Ira comes in. Our pads can be purchased through many sales channels and are eco-friendly. Our digital product is a customizable and subscription model allowing direct delivery to customers. We're also available to enterprise partners, helping women in getting these products when they need them most, where our discreet yet powerful design fits into every space. The physical product is organic and biodegradable pads and liners. And we validated this with our target customers. 100% of them would like to switch to this solution, and 82% are willing to pay more. We also found that nearly all suffer from being caught off guard, resulting in over half having to buy pads at least monthly. Our survey also found that pads is by far the most widely used product, and reviewed that features customers prioritize most, which we've taken on board to develop our product. After research and experiments, we've come up with products that biodegrade over 1,000 times faster than existing pads. They're made of all natural ingredients and no additives, making them compostable within 6 months. And due to its organic nature, our pads reduce the risk of infections and rashes, making this a healthier choice and suitable for everyone. To make this the most convenient option, we figured what's better than getting your pad delivered to your door every month, all controlled by you. With only 4 easy steps, you can choose what you want delivered each month and when you want it. All of this can be changed anytime. To show you how promising the opportunity is, here's a few figures. 5.6 billion pads are produced each year in Thailand. This figure translates to at least $1 billion spent on pads per year in Thailand. And our next market, in Japan and South Korea, we see over $1 billion revenue in the feminine hygiene market this year. So this is what current brands are doing. Most are mass and made of chemicals and synthetic fibers. Other premium brands are organic with herbs and cotton cover, but all of them still use plastic films and super absorbent polymers that turn liquid into gels. Our brand is the only biodegradable option and has the most distribution channel. Our digital and physical technology, therefore, give us a unique competitive advantage. We position ourselves to be premium, but aim to reduce price once volume increase to make us more affordable. In terms of pricing, our business model allows us to be flexible. Price for retail and online one-off purchase is around 1.3 times higher than the average market entry price, putting our product at 6.5 baht per piece. Our B2B channel include enterprises such as schools and offices, and local businesses like restaurants and cafes. We offer a 10% discount for these companies in our corporate scheme and also to our online subscribers as a way to secure recurring customers for predictable revenue and stable cash flow. Our team is assembled together with the same purpose and mission. My name is Rung, founder and CEO, and Ira combines my background in biology and passion for sustainability and gender equality. I'm in charge of the physical product development, having specialized in botany and biomed in my degree. Fonny is our strategy and retail guru with years of experience in these industries and a passion in waste management. Chris, our CTO, is a subscription expert, having worked in Gusto, a successful subscription-based startup. Finally, I invite everyone to try our product by signing up and welcome corporate or media partnership opportunities. Please get in touch if you're interested. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ira Concept. Can we move on to the Q&A? Any judges want to start?
I do. So I think you're solving the problem of biodegradability of the pad, right? But not really the unexpected timing of the period. How are you thinking about doing that? Because I think the problem comes from people forgetting to bring that pad on the day that they have period. So how does that solution work?
Slide number 12, please. So that's a business model. You can see that we're actually focusing on B2B channels as well. So actually acquiring corporate partners like restaurants and also universities and school to be our corporate partner. And then we send the pads and also liners or any product they want to be in their toilet so that when women get their period during a meeting, they can just pop into the toilet and grab that. So that's what we're trying to solve.
Yeah, I remember seeing those machines back in the days a lot, but now don't really see it as often. Do you know why that's the case?
I think, well, it's the problem with that is, number one, it's not really a good product. So women wouldn't use that. And two, it costs money. And three, they're normally not actually filled. So most of the time you see a machine, but if you actually put money in it, there's nothing in there. What we're trying to do with the corporate scheme though, is that the corporate themselves, for example, like True Digital Park would pay me every month and then I deliver the product and the products will actually be free for people to grab. So they wouldn't have to pay. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question. So how would you actually compete for the top of mind compared to like the FMCG pads brand? Because I mean, like when you're actually started to go online, right? Like you when you would do grocery, you would just kind of like get the usual stuff compared to like newer brands.
Mm-hmm. If you could, JJ, move to slide number 11. Right now, all pads are like really mass, and our brand positioning is completely different. So even, and this is why I thank you for the question, because even if those brands, those mass brands move to the same market as us, being like, they're starting to move into the organic position, but they're not biodegradable yet. But even if they do, the brand positioning is completely different. Our sales channels, like I mentioned earlier, is also different. We have a B2B channel and also D2C, which is subscription model. But to make it on top of mind, our brand wants to become more of like a social movement, and we want to be quite niche. So we're doing a lot of micro-influencing and also many partnerships with other brands, which is related to our brand. For example, we've got a lot of concept stores already pitching in to have our product in, but like really eco brands, organic brands.
Also, there's a group of women who cannot use these mass products because of the chemicals. Some people like these cooling fresh ones, and actually for me, I cannot use that because it creates rashes for me. So those women who don't have anything to use, that's like our very early adopters who would soon become one of our recurring customers. Yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ira Concept and judges. Please, somebody from Devcurate, please come up on stage and then introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Na from Devcurate. At Devcurate, we are a company that wants to accelerate impact through career innovation. And here is our pitch. Our people have been facing a lot of problems, from economic crisis, poverty, climate change, and COVID-19 has made all of this clearer. 2020 has been a challenging year for all of us, but it can get worse. If we don't have the dedicated heroes who have been battling this problem, they work to better society and better the world, from field worker to policy makers. We call these people talents who work in the social impact sector. These organizations in impact sector are always finding the right talent to make greater impact. There are also lots of passionate people who are willing to use their skill to save the world. From supply side, there are more women in the sector, and from the demand side, most are also women who work as HR professionals to get this talent on board. Meaning, if we could do anything to help this, we are helping more women being employed and helping more women to work effectively. The problem here is the hiring process in this sector is so ineffective. It is time-consuming, it is targetless, and it is inaccurate. This is where Devcurate come in. Our intelligence-based solution help organizations and talent save time, be more targeted, and more accurate via AI and automate process. How? We create Devcurate ecosystem start with B2B solution that consists of talent sourcing and talent screening for talent demand side, which can help organizations get the right talent faster. For talent supply side, we have talent network and coaching platform where talent can develop their soft skill and land their dream job. During COVID-19, we found out that our talent screening platform can also benefit other sectors. So we decided to launch it as a standalone solution called Vanda. Vanda is a video interview platform that allows organizations to pre-screen their candidates anywhere and anytime. Vanda allows HR to customize time allowed and questions. We can invite interviewers and hiring managers for each position, and once they're evaluated, they will be able to see others' opinion and make decisions together. Vanda helps you meet the right talent faster, remove endless hours of interview scheduling, tap into personality and culture fit quickly, improve hiring team collaboration, innovate hiring process, and improve candidate experience. Apart from our screening, Devcurate sourcing innovation, we also have active learning algorithm that match talent to organization and match job for talent, where they can feedback and improve matching accuracy over the time. Screening market alone is 400 billion, combined with global impact sourcing, 670 billions, which put Devcurate potential total market size over 1,000 billion, which we can tap into with our B2B monthly subscription model. For our initial traction, we have 75 organizations using Vanda and having 10 organizations in impact sector using Devcurate sourcing. We have 25,000 talent registered and have 5,000 new jobs on our job board every day. For competitors, most of job marketplaces and recruitment platforms offer exposure-based model, where at Devcurate, we directly curate best possible match to both organization and talent. Our matching solutions provide high degree of accuracy and relevance through our sector dedicated in-house algorithm at a competitive market pricing and combine it with video screening solution. With over a decade of experience in the sector, the founding team understands the uniqueness of this market and can pinpoint where to turn the right technology into a positive experience. Honest have been in the sector in several countries. Me, I used to lead recruitment for Procter & Gamble Trading and Procter & Gamble Manufacturing Thailand. Hisham is a full-stack developer who is passionate about AI and machine learning. Together, we have impact sector, HR, and technical expertise. Our vision is to be a leading player in hiring innovation for global impact sector. And Vanda can help us self-sustain to create sustainable impact in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Devcurate. Should we start with Krista? Can you go through your competitive landscape again?
Sure.
Because it's quite a saturated market, and I'm not sure like where the key differentiation and the value proposition is.
So most are job board, right, and talent matching, right? But on the left below side are job board, whereas on the right side below side there are other like job matching. But this platform only match job for talent, but for organization they not match talent for each job. Meaning HR need to spend time to look into candidate by themselves. They can post a job and also pay for ads and get more exposure. So normally it's exposure-based model, and these are like focused in impact sector, right? Only LinkedIn that is general, that is not very focused to impact sector. And why is important to focus in impact sector? Because a lot of language that they use, right? When we do use technology like NLP to analyze the language, a lot of same vocabulary in sector and outside sector mean different things. For a position, for work experience, for anything they list down in the CV, different like wording uses in the sector and out sector is mean a lot. So with Devcurate, we have these elements in, right? And we also, for talent that register in Devcurate, they are not only registered with their CV and their skill, but they also need to choose which SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, that they care, and also the area of expertise, right? Because in this sector, talent not only choose for the hard skill. Let's say people not only looking for like financial manager, but they might need financial manager who have experience working for refugee camp, something like that. Or like they need someone who work in reproductive health, but also have management experience. So this passion is very important in the sector. So at Devcurate, we get all of this data from our talent in the network as well.
So right now your platform, is it in English or is it in Thai? If it's in Thai, how does the NLP work?
It's in English.
It's all in English?
Yeah, because in this sector, right, it's a sector with high mobility. In normal sector, right, government will have a legal to protect local labor, to have like certain percentage of nationalities in the company. But in this sector, normally they can take expat in, as is like mostly our international organization. So there are very, very high mobilities in the sector, and like labor travel around across the sector. So it's global market. So we decided to launch it as a global platform since day one. So it started with English. But for Vanda, right, the screening platform, after we launched and we have like 75 company using. So this one we translated into Thai later, because from our like customer feedback, we need customer need email to send to candidate in local language, and it's very important for them in the the position that they hire a lot normally are like lower position when they need local language to understand as well. So we translated into Thai, and we are going soon. We are developing it into Indonesia soon as well, because we are entering into Indonesian market like soon, starting next month.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Devcurate and the judges. Next up, can we have GenSurv Robotics?
Hello, my name is Apple from GenSurv Robotics, and here is my presentation. Hello, She Loves Tech judges. My name is Apple from GenSurv Robotics. Today, I'm on a mission to make the world a cleaner space with QG for fast and complete disinfection. COVID-19. Hello, She Loves Tech judges. My name is Apple from GenSurv Robotics. Today, I'm on a mission to make the world a cleaner space with QG for fast and complete disinfection. COVID-19, with 31 million cases and 1 million deaths, has brought an extreme demand and extreme disinfection everywhere for both surfaces and air. But the problem is current disinfection solutions are not good enough, using a lot of chemicals. It's too slow, labor-intensive, unreliable, has a lot of side effects and irritation. And UVC robots, which has been introduced, is too slow and irritated to cover large area. Introducing QG, the fast, complete, and safe disinfection, an award-winning innovation from Salon International de Invention, Geneva. QG produces and fumigates hydroxyl-free radicals, the most effective non-toxic agent that can disinfect immediately. It kills all kinds of germs, bacteria, viruses, including COVID-19, disinfect both air and surfaces thoroughly. The fume can reach far and small corners to ensure that everywhere is clean. It is food grade, safe, non-irritant, leaves no residue. It has been tested and certified that it has a high level of disinfection to ensure that the space has reached the clean room standard by IMA. Competitive advantage of QG is fast, complete, safe, cost-effective, and perfect for large space. So it has outranked other solutions in performances and cost. QG products has 4 models ranging from the basic stationary version to manual mobility to the fully autonomous robot that you can pre-program for it to travel to spaces, disinfect, and report back where it has been cleaned. Target market for QG is large and fast growing. All the high-risk infection area, including hospitals, where requires a higher standard of hygiene, even with or without COVID. Public spaces with high risk of infection, such as airport, retail spaces, schools, exhibition halls, and also items disinfection, such as shopping carts, wheelchairs, mobile robots in hospitals. Revenue from QGs will come from the sale of QG system to end users, distributors, cleaning services companies, and rental franchise, and also recurring income from the sales of disinfectant. QG has received a lot of attention and positive feedback from prospective customers. We are working on the project with more than $10 million value. We are signing distributors, real estate developers who will integrate QGs into the buildings. Our team of QGs, GenSurv Robotics, we are innovators and marketers For technology products, we have introduced mobile robots successfully in Thai market. We are raising $1 million for investment in the team, operation, production, and certifications for export. Thank you for your attention, and let's join us to make the world a cleaner space with QG for fast and complete disinfection. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Kun Jen, do you want to do the honors of this one?
Yes, I just curious about the system. Your product is only the robot or the whole system.
Okay, actually we selling what we call a system, but it's like a machine, which is we have 4 models ranging from a stationary machine that can move from room to room, and you activate and it can disinfect the space, and another one is like a manual mobile machine that you can move and then it disinfect along as you go. And then the autonomous mobile robots where you program and the robot will move and then disinfect the space. So basically it's it has like disinfection machine plus robot or no robot. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have 2 questions. The first question is, maybe talk me through a bit about why you chose the more B2B strategy and why not like go directly to consumers in like a B2C strategy, and then maybe offer like a robot that is a bit cheaper.
Yep. Actually, we at first, like in the last 2-3 months, we were testing because we already have like some target consumers at our hand because of the business that we are in, and then and also we approach like retail space who we have connections with, but it seems that the budget and the needs, the immediate budget comes from like the B2B sectors. So it has a stronger demand into scaling. So basically, when we have this kind of customers, so we focus our energy into working with them on projects of like volume solutions. Yeah.
Got it. And talk me through like your product development. How tough was it to develop this solution? Like, is there any patents that you filed? Like, what was the product development cycle like?
Okay, so now more or less like the disinfection solution is complete, but we're still working on in adapting in terms of sizes and also to fit in the different locations. So in terms of sizing, it has to be adjusted and like add additional, for example, like the different weight for the fume to come out, that kind of thing. So it has to work with the structure of the buildings or the rooms, that kind of thing. So that is something that we need to work on. And on the robot size, because we already have like the complete mobile robots available, but it seems like the budget more or less comes from the stationary system or like a lower budget one. So that's what we are working on. Yep.
Thank you very much, GenSurv and the judges.
Thank you.
Next up, our last one. Can we have HonestDocs, please?
Hi, I'm Ten. Very nice to meet all of you. Please see my pitch. Hi, I'm Raya, co-founder and CMO at HD or HonestDocs, #1 full-stack digital healthcare app for Southeast Asia. We launched in 2018. Hi, I'm Raya, co-founder and CMO at HD or HonestDocs, #1 full-stack digital healthcare app for Southeast Asia. We launched in 2018, currently operating in Thailand and Indonesia. Our goal is to make healthcare more accessible and affordable for everyone. More aging populations and chronic patients demand more healthcare, but the supply of doctors is limited. And healthcare is getting more and more expensive every year. We've all been there. We wait for hours at a hospital to talk to the doctors for 5 minutes. And when the bill comes out, you wonder why a simple flu and a few paracetamols cost you 2,000 baht, but you have to pay it anyway. That's when HD comes in. We built an ecosystem to connect our 8 million monthly users to reliable health content, written or reviewed by the medical team. Over 50 pharmacists, doctors, and specialists, over 10,000 SKUs of medicine and health products, and over 500 healthcare providers with over 4,000 packages from over 200 categories. Our 4 pillars, content, teleconsultation, medicine delivery, and booking service, work together to empower our users to take care of their own health anywhere, anytime, in just one app. We offer teleconsultation in multiple formats: forum, live text chat, and call, so users can spend time with doctors without feeling the rush in a normal hospital setting. Anonymous forum is the most popular one. We've got over 120,000 forums to date, because it's the most affordable one, starting at only 100 baht. Over 50% of the questions are related to sexual health, which is considered a taboo in society. HD provides a safe space for the users to get advice and provides a community so they know they're not alone in this journey. Sometimes it's hard to find a local pharmacy or certain SKUs, especially in remote areas. So we connect our users to online pharmacists and over 10,000 SKUs. So far, we have delivered 4,500 SKUs to almost 800 cities, and almost 10,000 orders have been delivered, including this one from this mom whose baby boy got a fever, and our service allowed her to stay home to take care of her son while waiting for the medicine to be delivered. We partner with 500 healthcare providers, offering a wide range of packages, so we can be with our customers throughout their journey, from when they want to conceive to give birth, and to when they get their child vaccinated. All these with additional discounts and installment plans to make healthcare a little more affordable for everyone. Our business model is sustainable. We have a low CAC of $4 because our biggest user acquisition channel is content and SEO. We have a high AOV of $54 with a positive contribution margin of 35%. We have a high 6-month repeat purchase rate of 21%. So far, we had 28,000 transacting customers, and we're adding at least 1,000 new customers every month. Multiple revenue streams may sound like a big task to take on, but it is a proven model employed by Ping and Good Doctor in China, and it has helped us to be more resilient during COVID. When the booking service slowed down during the lockdowns, but our teleconsultation and medicine delivery service have seen 1.8x in GTV growth. And now with the new normal, where people want to take better care of their health, we are back stronger than ever. Our GTV run rate is $1.7 million, or 60% year-on-year growth. Building a full-stack digital healthcare app sounds like a big task, but we are confident we have the right team to make this work. We've brought in experiences at C-levels from top Southeast Asian startups like e-commerce, Fabelio, and Ardent Capital. We've come together not just because there are big opportunities in the healthcare market in Southeast Asia, but we also believe there's a big reward for everyone in empowering more and more people to live longer and fuller life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, HonestDocs. Can we have the judges on stage and start the Q&A session, please?
I have a question. do you Thai team or like expanding to Thailand?
We are headquartered in Thailand. We have 40 people in Bangkok and 20 in Jakarta.
So basically the main customer is in Indonesia, right?
The main customers is in Thailand. 70% of our revenues from Thailand and 30% is from Indonesia. We launched in Indonesia around 1.5 years after Thailand, so they're a bit lagging behind. But we expect to see Indonesian business to grow, outpace Thailand within a year or two.
I quite like missed Liz a little bit because of I saw a map. One of your slides have a map of Indonesian.
I see.
So it's kind of misunderstanding a little bit.
That's because of the regulations in Thailand. We cannot deliver medicine in Thailand. So our medicine delivery service is only in Indonesia.
I see.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit more on the competitive landscape and your positioning versus competitors?
Sure. In Thailand, for teleconsultation, we're mostly competing with Raksa. For Raksa and other teleconsultation apps, I think our competitive advantage is that we have our own media site that funneling in 4 million monthly users every month. I think that's like a very effective customer acquisition channel for us. Whereas other competitors, they have to spend paid marketing to get the app installs. And from our data, we know that teleconsultation consumers are not using the service frequently. And that's why our multiple revenue streams come into. It helps us monetize the users more like for longer. And for Indonesia, HonestDocs infrastructure is mostly tied with Grab, right? So the medicine delivery service is mostly in Jakarta, whereas we deliver to all over nationwide.
Maybe one more quick question from the judge.
Yeah, a quick question from me. What is your revenue model? What is your take rate?
Sure. If you can go to page 7, please. So for different revenue streams, we have different contribution margins. For teleconsultation, we charge our consumers. Usually, let's say 100 baht for a question, and then we pay the doctor around 60 baht. So that's why our margins around 40% is very high. For medicine delivery, we are the delivery service, so we don't store any inventory. So when we mark the price of the medicine up by 30%, and then we do nationwide free delivery. And then for booking service, we take commission from our partners, which are clinics and hospitals, and we pass some back on to the consumers. So every booking we made for them, we take a cut. And then we also have the B2B content and marketing services. So our partners like clinics or hospitals or even brands like Scott, Eucerin came to us and asked us to write sponsor content for them or have us do marketing for them. And then so the profit on that is 100% because we write everything in-house.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's your just one quick last question. What's your revenue mix like between all your revenue streams?
Sure. If you can go to page 8, please, Kun Pawan. Kun Pawan. Anyway, so right now is 8.4% teleconsultation, followed by medicine delivery of 18.3%. And next is content and marketing services, 23%. And the biggest pie is booking service is 50.3%.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, that concludes our 10 startup. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, the judges, and thank you all the startup. We are very humbled to have all of you here with us in She Love Tech Thailand. So in the next 20 minutes, the judges gonna deliberate who is gonna get the prizes today. And a little message for the judge: you will be sent another separate meeting links on the WhatsApp groups. And before you go, please close your microphone on the Zoom and also the video as well. And then we will see you in another meeting links. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, so while the judges is going to speak and then looking at all the applicants and deliberate who will be the winner, we actually prepare a keynote speech from Kunok Anulom Sombat, the CEO of C Group Thailand. So C Group has been taking care of 3 businesses, which is Garena, AirPay, and also Shopee, which all of you might already know about them. So Kunok has prepared a speech on the women embracing change. As she will not be able to make it today, she has taken the time to record this special message for all of us at She Love Tech Thailand. So please, while we are waiting for the judge, please stay on and then listen to what Kunok had to say for all of us.
Sawadika, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nok. I'm a CEO of C Thailand, and we are taking care of 3 businesses in Thailand: Garena, AirPay, and Shopee. I would like to thank you, the organizer, for having me here today. And I believe that by the time you watch this video, you already finished your pitching and that you're waiting for the result. So no matter the result come out for each of you, I believe that this will be a good experience for you and that will benefit you in the future. With my position as a female CEO of tech company, sometimes people asking me how I become where I am today, what kind of path that I took that bring me to where I am today. I believe that when I have those questions, it's a very good opportunity for me to reflect on myself. And I think there are 2 things that make me who I am today. First of all is that I believe I collect enough dots that is connected and bring me to where I am today. And secondly, I believe that there's 2 qualities that help me go through all the challenges, which is the adaptability and perseverance. You see, when there's a change happen in your life, that's another dot that you collect. You probably know that I'm referring to the speech of Steve Jobs in Stanford in year 2005. It's because I was there and I was listening to him, and many of what he said, attached to me until today. One thing he talked about was connecting the dots. At that time, when I listened to him, I didn't fully understand what he was talking about. But now I realize that there's a power of collecting enough dots, which will somehow connect it, and it helps bring you to where you are in the future. In my case, I think there are 2 important dots, important experience that I would like to share with you today. I believe that those 2 dots are the key dots that bring me to where I am today. The first one I want to talk about was when I was very young. I basically just graduated from the engineering school. You see, engineer is always my dream job. It still is until today. And at that time, I just finished engineering school. I started working as an engineer for about a year. But then the MD of that company asking me to move to marketing. It was scary, right, for the young graduate person to leave the job that she was like dreaming about all the time and get into something new. At the time, I don't even know what marketing was about. But, I think to myself at that time, if he came and asked me for help, there must be something that he saw about me. So why shouldn't I just give it a try and see how it goes? So I did. I went into the marketing field. And that department was quite scary. Right? I mean, I didn't know anything about marketing. Everything was in English. And I had to work very hard to earn my position in that department. But when I look back now, those experiences are very important experience and very important dots for myself, because it changed the perspective of me thinking of myself, of what I want to live my life. I decided to study MBA instead of engineering, and that's a very important dot as well in my life. The second one that I want to talk about was basically when I met Forrest. At that time I met him, it was 2011. Basically we reconnected. Forrest was my classmate in Stanford in year 2006 that we studied together. We bumped into each other in Singapore in year 2011. I was the consultant in BCG, and Forrest basically just founded Garina for 2 years. And he was thinking about expanding his business into Thailand market. So he started talking about having me helping him with the Thailand expansion. It's a very good and interesting opportunity. However, at that time, I had a personal situation in which I just had a son basically, and my son wasn't very healthy. He had suffered from severe epilepsy, and that caused the brain damage. So to explain in short, he had to be taken care of 24/7. So I didn't know that the move would be the right time for me at that point. Not to mention that I was asked to enter the tech industry, where we are talking about like 10 years ago, right? And there was, basically there were no many successful example of the female in the tech industry. So I didn't know whether the move would really be a good one. However, I decided to take a chance anyway. And it was very difficult to learn everything new, right? I never ran the company before. I had to start everything from scratch, like building all the functions and start building the business with him. But eventually everything turned out okay. At least I feel that, you know, I'm still function as a mother, and I was able to build the company to where we are at the moment. So you see, sometimes you want to do something, but you're afraid of it. And it's very natural for people to feel, you know, too afraid of new things or new changes, right? But what I want to say today is that change is actually good. And change is just another dot, another experience that you're collecting. And believe me, if you collect enough dots, it will somehow connect it, and somehow it's gonna work out well for you in the future. As Steve mentioned, you'll never be able to connect the dot moving forward. You can only connect the dot moving backwards. So in my case, I believe I collect enough important dots that bring me to where I am today. And every dot, every changes has the challenge. The two qualifications I believe that help me go through all those challenges is the adaptability, and that I never give up easily. So what happened to you today, whether you're gonna win or lose, believe me, this is just another dot in your life. And this is gonna be important that for you or not, you will find out in the future. So good luck with everything you're gonna do in the future. I wish you all the best for that. And thank you so much for having me here today again. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Well, thank you very much, Kunok, if you watch this later, Tom. So next up, we have Kun Nisha Suvmongli from AWS to give us a speech about AWS product. AWS has been very kind. They have been helping us with the event and also sponsoring the AWS credit as well. So Kun Nisha, if you can come up on the stage.
Hi, thank you very much, JJ, and a pleasure to be here. Let me show you a little bit of our presentation. Okay. Let me share my screen. Hi, I hope that you can see my screen. So I am a venture capital business development manager at AWS, and I am responsible for helping startups in Thailand to grow and to be successful. So AWS, as many of you may know, or not know, we are a cloud provider and we provide cloud infrastructure, but not limited to just cloud. So from a combination of like machine learning services, AR, VR, IoT, blockchain are some of the things that we do. And we have been working very closely with startups around the world. And startups is a very important segment for us at AWS. So some startups on a global level that you guys may know include Netflix, Quora, Grab, some of our customers that we work with. And coming to Thailand, we do work very closely with startups here as well. And we do work to help them to grow both in country and also externally. Some of the startups we work with are 2C2P, Omise, Pomelo, and Wongnai. So the way that we work is AWS provide on-demand delivery for computing powers, database storage, other resources, ML, for example, on a pay-as-you-go pricing. That means if you do not use it, you do not have to pay for it. And by doing so, we allow for lean startups, experimentation with AWS Cloud. One, by helping you to keep a low upfront cost at zero. Also, it enables for you to launch faster with new IT resources. Three, it allows you to experiment more often at lower risk. And four, it allows you as startups to focus more on core business value. I am part of Global Startup Business Development Team. At AWS, we are a team consists of exited founders, ex-founders, former investors, startup mentors, and former people in the startup ecosystem, in which we align to VCs, accelerators, and startup ecosystem partners. Personally, I am a former startup co-founder in media tech, and we have raised previously $10 million prior to joining AWS. So some of the partners that we partner with are Gobi partners, Sequoia, Golden Gate, Techstars, Wavemaker, Y Combinator, for example. And we have recently nominated startups in Thailand for Y Combinator Winter cohort. With the expectation that we hope that startups here will be selected to the cohort. And we will be recruiting startups for nomination again for Y Combinator near the end of the year for the summer program. So what does the startup business development team do? We invest indirectly alongside venture funds and accelerators. Typically, we do not invest cash and we do not take capital position. But what we do is we invest time. We invest in terms of AWS promotional credits into startups. We invest resources into startups. We help open doors, both internally and externally. We help you to leverage our global footprint. And we also help to champion startups across all Amazon. So what does that mean in terms of how do we help startup to grow? We look at this in terms of both technical and in terms of business and go-to-market. In terms of technical, we provide architecture design and optimization review to help ensure that as you grow, that your service is reliable, that you can scale technically, and also to ensure on the security portion. And this will be especially important going forward, especially now that the world is moving more toward remote work, that security is becoming more and more utmost importance. We also provide cost optimization review to help you to reduce your cost on AWS. We provide best practice and subject matter experts. In terms of subject matter experts, we have experts in across different AWS services and across different industries. This include machine learning, blockchain, media, container, storage, database, for example. In terms of industry, We have industry experts in FSI, which is financial services, media, healthcare, life science, hospitality, to name a few. In terms of the business and go-to-market side, we provide co-marketing opportunity for startups, especially once you're starting, you have funded and you're starting to grow from Series A onward. We provide proof of concept funding. We provide sales referral. Typically, we provide sales referral for startups that are from Series A and onward. And this is typically in a fashion where we work backward from enterprise customers. We identify use case that enterprise customers of AWS around the world are looking for, and we nominate startups that would match that. We also would design potentially verticals of startups that we would focus on a yearly basis and identify those startups as partners to help connect them to our corporate customers. Distribution. We provide access to AWS Marketplace with 140,000 customers around the world who may be looking for startup solutions. And lastly, we provide capital introduction to potential investors for startups. So just to focus a little bit on the Activate that we are providing for She Loves Tech. At She Loves Tech, we are providing $10,000 for startups who are pitching at She Loves Tech today, and also $5,000 for startups who have been sending their deck to She Loves Tech, but may not necessarily be selected for pitching. The credit can be used for any services on AWS, with exception for third-party services like AWS Marketplace, SMS plans with Tockto, and anything that's on Amazon.com. For example, Kindle is not supported, or Mechanical Turks if you need to use third-party for AML data labeling. We also provide business support plan for startups on Activate program, self-paced lab credits, office hours with our solution architect for free. In addition to that, for people who are currently not on AWS, we also provide credit for migration. So credit that will help offset cost of migration, and also technical support in terms of partner funding as well. As mentioned before, we provide well architect review, and this is a free review of your workloads by our solution architect. The solution architect that will be working with startups in Thailand come from the startup ecosystem. There are two people that will be working primarily with you on this. The first is Jerome. He is a former CTO with 28 years of experience, including some time in the Silicon Valley. He has founded 3 startups and has exited twice. And another person had experience working with Gojek. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you the best of luck, and good luck with the competition. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kunisha. So please take note on Kunisha's contact number, and if you guys are interested in any of the AWS product, or do you want to know how it can benefit your company, please directly contact Kunisha. And also, she has already mentioned the Y Combinator summer programs that will be selected by the end of the year. Y Combinator is actually a very prestigious accelerator that is well known all around the world. So this will be one of the lifetime opportunities that they're gonna select the representative from Thailand to join the program. So please contact Kunisha directly. So the judges still deliberating. So maybe we're gonna invite back Kun Shannon from Gobi partner to say some words, and then we can get on. Kun Shannon, are you still here?
I'm here. Can you see me? Hear me?
I can hear you, but
you can't see me?
Can't see you yet.
Do the gallery thing.
I can see you now.
Okay, cool. All right, so how much time do I have?
I think 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. So I'm gonna do the thank yous first. And then if we have any extra time, we're going to do a ask me anything session just to kill time. Okay, so as Leanne pointed out earlier, this whole thing would not have happened if not for a village. So, 3 months of activity, there's been a lot of work being put into this whole competition for Thailand and Vietnam specifically, but I mean, this campaign I think is over 6 months long through 30 countries across the world. But I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the people involved in the Thailand effort first. So as mentioned earlier, we have had over 90 applicants, had to choose 10 finalists. We do have a good composition of men and female founders. As you know, the cause that we're trying to support and push forward is a thing called gender lens investing. And it doesn't mean that you have to be just a female entrepreneur. Yes, a lot of the mission of this competition and what it stands for, and also the reason why Gobi is a part of this is because we believe that women should have their specific channels to allow for opportunities to upskill themselves, meet other community peers, talk amongst themselves. So one of the great things about She Loves Tech is, again, you have a community. I think for the startups that are still here, I believe that there's a WhatsApp group that you can join, and then they will be your friends for life. So, so there's some mentorship. Let's start with.
Wait with me 1 minute. Give me
okay. Right. The judges. Somebody has to turn it up before we hear everything. Okay. Because I hear Matt. They're gonna hear all of the comments. Okay. Okay. So where was I? So let's by thanking the mentors, please. Blowan, you have the slide on the mentors here. Thank you, Blowan.
Here, can you see it?
No, but as we're waiting for the screen sharing to come on, let's thank the organizers first. So we have, and sponsors and partners, organizers. So thank you, She Loves Tech, for allowing us to be your regional partner. Virginia, Rhea, and Leanne. Sponsors, thank you to Tech Sauce, who has been our official media sponsor, AWS, who you've just heard from, and helps us in every competition. Amazing. All the startups, please sign up for AWS. You get free cloud credits as well as business help. True Digital Park and the Hive community partners, thank you so much. Let's get to the mentors. And, oh, here we go. So what we did here, like we did last year, is these mentors here have actually allocated time to talk to, so we paired up the 10 startups with 10 mentors. And these mentors, as you see here, we usually pair them up because of some need that the startup had needed and some expertise that the mentors have. So Dora, in the, I think this was education tech, if I recall correctly. Dora, thank you. Paul Ark, thank you. Barack, Nichapat, Paul's other half. Aria, Sandy from Australia, who helped with the fintech, and Harprem, who's in insurance tech, who helped the AI doctor. P1 from just left Samsung, but now with Count Up, which is for the silver generation, helped with the robotics company. Poom, who's now country manager of Zalingo Fashion, so help with SewSwag. And Nadia from Fuchsia, which is Muang Thai Muang Thai Insurance, helping with HonestDocs. And I think Kun Arya is now doing a corporate venture advisory and digital transformation. Transformational, yeah, that's what it's called, transparency. Thank you, Paul. So if there are any corporates here listening, please do contact him. And Nichipat with Openspace, of course. Thank you. So that's the mentors. Judges, maybe the next slide. Oh, these are the ambassadors. So what we did was all these ambassadors here, they've helped us all over the region, and we made sure that, you know, it's both men and women, so we're trying to help both men and women. Oh, as I mentioned with the mission here, so gender lens investing is not just trying to help women entrepreneurs, but also any businesses that help the she economy. And what that means is, for example, we will see a lot of men founders that start up business. I mean, like Pomelo started by men doing fashion. HonestDocs has about 3 of them are male co-founders, along with 10. So alongside here, we see a lot of men and women coming together to forward this cause. And thank you. And these guys here are all from across the region and the world. So thank you, everybody. Next, we have the judges who we just spoke about. Thank you so much. They're busy deliberating right now. Very hard decision. And next, I think I had a slide on the workshops and panels. Just want to do a quick 1 minute on that one. But yeah, we had 11, here it is. So we had 11, so this is only 10. But we had 11 workshops and panels. On the right side, you see workshops. So these guys here did actually prepare a whole workshop. So Ken from Gobi did VC deal fundraising and structuring. Pooja from Antler, the accelerator, did from idea to product. You can still go back to our gobi.vc/pulse channel to go and listen to these workshops. Darren, our UX expert, helped with creating a powerful pitch deck. And Katerina and Michael Rabanza from Connecting Founders helped us with capital structure and dealing with dilution. Very, very important topic when structuring your company. And all these guys here with the panels, we had John Russell from the Ken, we had HH from the SG Equity Fund, we had Sarah Chen, Pocket, and Jessica from the women communities, we had Althea, Vanessa, and Roshni, female, well, I don't even want to say it, like just rock star CEOs in general, that have lent their time to a panel for us. And let's see, who else did oh, and Paul and Eat Lab, the winner of last year's competition. So thank you, everybody. So there's a total, again, 55 people that helped out. For those who don't know who Gobi is a Pan-Asia venture capital. We invest in early to growth stage startups all the way from China. We're in 13 cities from China, Southeast Asia, and now in Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. We manage about $1 billion under management, 13 funds, have 66 people in 13 cities. So if you have anything, please contact us at, let's do Marcom, M-A-R-C-O-M at gobi.vc. All right, next.
We have 5 minutes, so if anyone want to ask Shannon anything about the VC, the funding, or the woman business, please feel free. And then like after these 5 minutes, we will do a group photos, so everyone don't drop out yet. We're gonna do the group photos.
Okay, thank you. If you don't have questions, then that's okay too, but let's see. Oh, who are most of the people still on? Oh, the startups, no? The participants?
All the startups still on, and then we also have the attendees in this Zoom meeting and also in the Facebook Live on Gobi Partner channel as well.
Okay, cool. But I listened to Nock's keynote. That was so cool. That was an exclusive. Thank you, Kuno. I just put that on my Facebook as well. Ooh, wow. I actually have a question. Okay. Randy Chi, what advice would you give a woman who is considering to launch a business when she is still in a corporate role? They're not going to get any sleep. Okay. So this is usually the issue for people who want to become an entrepreneur, but you still need the stability of a corporate role. I mean, what the practical side of things is people just work at night, right? So you're working, you're putting up your MVP, you're trying to come up with your product or service or whatever it is. You're also trying to get other co-founders to join you, probably at a part-time basis. So, I mean, I think I sympathize. That is what you're going to have to do for the longest time until you're ready to fundraise. Then as you do fundraise, the question that most investors will ask is if we do put money in, are you going to be full-time? So you need to have those kind of questions prepared. What kind of advice do I have? That's what I did, basically. I worked on it, at night with my co-partners. Finally I also had to build an actual prototype. Nowadays, you can't get by just an idea on a deck. You do actually have to have some traction, which is different from 10 years ago. And then when you do raise, then that's actually when you hit go. And it's and also when I say raise, that means the money has to be in the bank already, because there's so many times that the money doesn't go through. The other side note that I would say is if you are in a business that is educational or health related, or try to check first if you are applicable for a grant, because those are ways that you could get around not having to fundraise and dilute yet, and you can work on that on your own time. That would help a lot. What else did Randy say? Randy said, thank you, as several women have recently approached me to give them advice, as one woman is currently doing both and other women is contemplating doing both. You can never do both. Like, once you get into an entrepreneur life, it's all or nothing. I see. One is starting a cosmetics and other will start a coaching business. So yeah, cosmetics, make sure, cosmetics is a long thing. If it's a marketplace, that's one thing. But if it's producing your own line, then you have to get an FDA. If you're in Thailand, that FDA takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months. The average is 6 months per SKU. And then you have to make sure that, you have to make sure that you test it out, and marketing and all of that is done first. So cosmetics is a bit hard because you actually have to produce before you, it's not as easy as software, right? Software, you could keep iterating. Oh, we got it? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put you guys on mute 1 second.
Well, everyone, are you guys excited? We are about to know who's gonna be our winners. See, Shannon is very excited. I think she's going to be the one who announces it. Can I check in if everyone is still here? Can you guys say hi in the chat so we know that everyone's still on?
Say hi in the chat.
Okay. I think I got almost everyone. Energy Asset, SewSwag, GenSurv, HonestDocs, Milu Labs, Ira Concept, and another 2 without the name. It's finalists. Yep, I think I got everyone. Shannon, whenever you're ready. She's not ready.
Okay, guys.
Guys, before you announce, can everyone open up them camera, and then we can do the group photos first thing first. Okay.
Judges as well.
Judges as well. So we're gonna do this quickly.
Okay. Hair is all over the place. Bad hair day, bad hair day.
Okay. Do you want to capture? I think Kun Jane has to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we can do. Okay.
Okay, you ready? Okay, wait. Rianne has just come in. Helena, if you're still here, you can open.
I'm still here, but no worries because we have the SewSide logo there.
Okay, everyone. 3, 2, 1. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can everyone open their mind and say "She Love Tech Thailand" together on the count of like 3, 2, 1? Okay. Everyone do it. Okay. Everyone open their mind, please. Come in. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. She loves
Thailand.
Yay. Can we do this one more time? I don't think everyone is ready. Like one more time. On the count, everyone's wearing. Okay. 3, 2, 1. She loves
Thailand.
Okay. Shannon, whenever you're ready, we are ready.
Okay. Leanne, I'm sending you a message.
Okay.
You're going to announce the final one.
All right.
Okay. All right. That's the winner.
Okay. Got it.
And then is Nicha there? I don't know if Nicha's
This is so exciting. I feel so nervous.
I guess Nicha's not there. Is Nicha AWS there?
We can have Krista. Krista is here.
Krista? Okay, awesome. Lawan, can you send Krista the number 2? I'll just say the number 3. All right, guys. So, sounds like it was a very tough decision, but I will start. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to say the name of the, so we're going to go finalist number 3, 2, and 1. I'll say the name, and then we'll go to the winner, and then the winner will say something for 1 minute. And then we'll go to Krista, say the winner, and then the winner will say 1 minute, and then same thing with Leanne, and And then right after that, we will do some thank yous, and that will be it. Okay, so number 3, third runner up, second runner up, third place, basically. Is Ira Concepts.
Woo!
And where's Ira Concepts? Can you say hi?
Hi.
Ira,
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you tell me really briefly what you do and yeah.
Yeah, so we're subscription-based, biodegradable and organic sanitary pads and liners. So I'd like to thank everyone in my team and everyone in She Loves Tech as well for organizing, and also my mentor as well, Kunisha Pat Art, because she was a huge help in terms of making this pitch better, a lot better than before. So yeah, so we can move on now. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. And if anybody wants to contact them for fundraising, we'll have all the details later. But thank you. Good on you. Okay, number 2, Krista.
So for number 2, we have HonestDocs.
Yay.
10
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for the opportunity. It definitely has been like a very good experience. Like Kunok said, it's a good like dot and like my experience that I very, very grateful that I'm here with everyone and be connected with everyone here. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ten. Anybody, they're fundraising as well. So anybody, please contact Ten. Okay, finally, we are at the last one. And we have Leanne and go.
Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of a drum roll. So excited. The winner will be representing She Loves Tech Thailand. So is everybody ready? Okay, I'm going to get the drum roll started. We have Milu Labs. Congratulations!
That's the mentor right there, 2 years in a row.
Paul, you're the man. Thank you so much. I'm totally stoked. I wasn't expecting this. So judges, thanks. Paul, thanks. My whole team, Dan, Henry, Wilson, Mark, Gail, Jacob, our VC. So really excited about all this.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Actually, can you tell us a little bit about it? I know it's about preterm, like just maybe a quick.
Yeah, sure. So we're a biotech company. We're creating a preterm birth diagnostic. We actually have other preterm birth and therapeutics in the pipeline. But right now we're just laser focused on getting our diagnostic out the door.
Cool, doing amazing things. Thank you. I love that you're a male founder as well. Awesome. Okay, thanks so much. And thanks, Paul. 2 years, that was not fixed. So, okay. Congratulations, everyone. So I hope that, you know, from this competition, you guys got friends and peers. And if you have anything, you know how to contact our team. Special thanks to JJ and Plawan and Kuntap who did a lot of the heavy lifting, like everything actually on this. And so that is a wrap for She Loves Tech Thailand. Tomorrow we have She Loves Tech Vietnam, same place, same time. And then until tomorrow, but thank you. Also, last thing, if you guys want, please go to gobi.vc/pulse and we have all the webinars and all the workshops, including today's taping session. All right, thank you. That's it for us. Bye.
Bye guys. So please stay in touch. We still have our WhatsApp group, so everybody please continue the talks, and then we will see you in the next one tomorrow, Vietnam round, same time, same place. Bye bye.